I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's Spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Hey, welcome to this edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are doing a follow-up tasting today, and we have some friends of the show and Patreon supporters joining us. So I'm going to introduce them to you before we get to the whiskey. I'm going to start all the way over to my far right. Mike Oling, correct?
Absolutely. You can call me Mo.
Yeah, that's how we normally refer to him, is Mo. And then to my immediate right, Rob Bauer.
Yep.
And then to my immediate left is Thad King. So what we're going to try today, we were at Driftless Glen several weeks ago, and we're going to try their flagship bourbon. Now, you guys have never had Driftless Glen.
No.
Correct?
I've just had a little sample.
That's a sample. So you got lucky to try a little sample of this. So for Mike and for Rob, this is going to be brand new, which is exactly what we're looking for. So Thad, tell me, what kind of proof do you normally gravitate towards?
I'm normally on the lower proof side, 80 to about 110, and more on the Canadian and Irish side of things.
Okay. Mo?
I tend to be lower, 80 to 100. Like things that have a lot of kind of vanilla, a sweeter kind of a light flavor and finish.
Okay. And Rob?
I definitely prefer and can enjoy a smooth finish, but for the most part, I don't subscribe to a proof. I just kind of pick the whiskey I want and try it and see if I like it.
Fair enough.
That's where I'm at in my journey.
So what are you getting on the nose? What do you think?
I got the smokiness, basically a nice deep vanilla. That's what I got.
Okay.
Still just a little floral there too.
Rob? Mo?
I'm getting vanilla for sure. It's spicy. I'm not sure exactly what type of spice. Yeah, there's almost like a cinnamon background to it.
Okay.
But there's the floral is there in the honey for sure. But
And when you're nosing it, make sure to try and open your mouth a little bit because that'll open up your olfactory nodes. At least that's what everyone says. And
that makes a big difference.
yeah, it does make a difference. It really does because it opens up the receptors inside.
Normally I do that after I taste it.
Yeah.
I normally go without just the nose, and then after I taste it, then I bring in that open mouth.
And you guys aren't professional whiskey drinkers. You're not professional whiskey tasters.
No.
You don't do this for a living, right?
No.
It's quite unprofessional.
It's true.
I'm a sucker for a cool bottle though, and it's a pretty sweet bottle.
Hey. I'll talk about the bottle here in a second. So this is 96 proof. What do you think? What are you picking up?
Give me another little bit. Get it over there this time.
Mo? What are you getting?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure? All right, so explain that. What do you mean you're not sure?
There's a peaty flavor.
Okay.
And again, the cinnamon's coming around.
All right. Good or bad on you're not sure?
I'm not there. I'm not sure yet.
You're still kind of in the middle with it.
Yeah, it'd be funny. I don't know.
Okay. Try it again.
I'm not getting that peat on it at all. I'm getting more of a oaky, smoked flavor with a little bit of the spices is what I'm getting.
Like a baking spice or something?
Like a baking spice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. For the noob here, explain peat.
Fair question. So peat is, it's like a moss. It's grown in Scotland, right? And they actually harvest it just like we would harvest hay but they actually cut it and it comes out in bales. And then they use that and that's what they smoke the malt with. And that's where you get that really heavy smoky flavor from because it infuses.
You either love it or hate it.
Yeah, you love it or hate it.
Yeah.
So if you're a Scotch drinker and you like the Islay Scotches, right? And Islay, it's spelled I-S-L-E, but it's pronounced Islay, right? Islay Scotches can be a very heavy peat, and that's that really heavy smoke.
Okay.
Jack Daniels, or no, is it Jack? Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker actually has I think it's called Double Black, which is a very heavy peat. It's almost like chewing a campfire.
Once you have it, you know what it is.
It's a great analogy.
It is.
So, yeah. You brought up Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried Dewars. I've tried a few others.
Right.
And I feel like I'm understanding what peat is.
Yeah. That's that smoke.
And I think I have to agree. Whoever said peat, I do get some of that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's as heavy as I would expect from a Scotch or something like that, but there's definitely I'm picking up something that reminds me of the Scotch I've tried.
And see, with me, I'm not a peat drinker. I don't like it at all. I won't say that I hate it. It's not one of those for my palate.
That's why you gravitate towards the Irish.
Yep, I go to the Irish side of things, and I normally will stay away from very heavy peat, and even just light peat, it normally turns me off. And I'm not picking up any of that peat on this. I'm picking up more of that, like that spice, that nice smoke flavor to it, and it's like an earthy flavor, but it's not like a peat, for me at least.
Mo, did you say it was?
Yeah,
you get that peat?
I do. It's an earthy flavor that I get with it. That's very very flat up front. It hits me right away.
See, that's really interesting because for me, I'm getting a little bit of citrus on the back end, and I'm also getting some dark cherries, some that dark red fruit flavor is what I'm picking.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now that I'm having it,
Yeah.
I can taste that.
That could be the confusion with the cinnamon type of a thing between the peat and the cherry. I can see that.
And that's the beauty of whiskey. That's the beauty of different palates. You know what I mean? You know, I put the cork in this, and I never should have put the cork into it. So we had that discussion before we were getting started. The cork is off, so if you want more, you can certainly have more.
What's the proof on this chip?
96 proof.
Okay.
Is what this is. This doesn't drink like that though.
No, it really does.
It's very light.
Yeah, it doesn't
is light.
drink like it's 96. If I would have given it to you and not told you, you would have known.
No, I would have been down about 80.
The aroma is heavy,
Yeah.
and yet the flavor is lighter.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
What does it mean that we all have a very different interpretation of this?
So that just means everybody's palate's different. But here's the really interesting thing, right? Women have even more receptacles, more taste buds in their mouth. They can pick up flavors that you and I can never pick up. Women are phenomenal tasters when it comes to this, when it comes to tasting anything. My wife is a super taster. It's amazing. I can go on for hours.
My wife has amazing taste. She picked me, so yeah, I would agree. Yeah,
Wow.
I can't help it.
Wow. So you made a comment about the bottle.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about the bottle, you'll notice there's a thumbprint on each side. Well, this distillery is owned by Renee, and I can't remember her husband's name, but Renee is an artist. So the thumbprints on the side, one thumbprint is hers, and one thumbprint is her husband's thumbprint.
Awesome.
That's a cool custom bottle design. Yep. And on the very back is the windmill, which is their logo, right? Which is a relief. So it's a very interesting, very unique bottle design because it has the two owners' thumbprints on it, and it's just perfect for when you pick it up. That's kind of where you're handling it.
It just helps you with the pour.
Right.
It's great.
Exactly right. Yeah. So the big question: would you keep it on your bar?
Okay. So going back to my very first experience with in the store, just tasting it that little bit, I would have said no. Now, after I've actually tasted it a little bit more, I'm actually enjoying it. So this would be a yes. I'm going back and getting one.
Okay. All right. And this is their flagship bourbon. Yeah. It's distributed. It's pretty widely distributed in about, I think, Bethany, the marketing manager, said 27 or 30 states. So you can get this a lot of different places. And they have a lot of finished bourbons, a lot of finished whiskeys. They also have one that's Bourbon de Naranjo. I think I pronounced that right. Bethany, if I got it wrong, I'm so sorry. Which is finished in it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You should try it. But Rob, I digress. Yes or no?
Yeah, it's a yes for me. I mean, I don't want to say I'm like easy to please when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I like diversity in my bar, and everything I've tried, every time we've sat down together, has been a very like unique thing compared to what I've normally had in my home.
And again, that's the beauty of craft whiskey. I mean, you can go to Big Bourbon, right? Yeah. And you can buy Big Bourbon, and you always know the profile you're going to get, right? Whether it be Wild Turkey, Buffalo Trace, Old Forester, Bullet, you name it. You always know that profile, and they're kind of stuck into those profiles. And that's not a bad thing, right? But if you want some diversity and you're looking to really kind of extend your palate, this is the way to go, because you can really, really get some different tastes to it. Mo, yes or no?
You know, I think what Thad said, a few episodes ago, he was talking about, I'd pull it up for something unique for a guest. Yeah, I think so. Love the bottle. I mean, that's just...
Yeah, the bottle's cool.
But, it's a unique flavor. That approach is what I think has me.
It's so mild.
I like that. It wouldn't be my go-to, but I think I'd have to have it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm obviously yes, because I've got, like 7 or 8 bottles.
Empty bottles, right?
Well,
Soon to be.
soon to be. I keep replacing them. Yeah, indeed. Hey, that's going to do it for us here at the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We hope you've enjoyed this follow-up tasting. By all means, subscribe to our Patreon. Check out our social videos. If you subscribe to Patreon, you can get access to all sorts of behind-the-scenes content and some exclusive content, as well as you get some kind of neat goodies. So for all of us, until next time, yeah, be good at it. Crap, I'm out of whiskey. Time for some more.